Member Twycross to ask a question on digital strategy.
I welcome the Government's long overdue digital strategy. This plan will help to catapult London alongside the rest of the UK into a new digital era, and it is vital that we keep up with our international peers. I want London to remain the digital capital of Europe, whatever the agreements we have in place with the EU post-Brexit, and one of the leading global tech centres. Let's not forget, we've seen recent significant investment in London from tech giants like Apple, Facebook and Google. I want this to continue. Digital and tech were a central focus in my manifesto, and I've already made my ambitions for this area clear since taking office. We've already engaged with most, if not all, of the business organisations and charities referenced in the Government's digital strategy. We are steps ahead in London. We're already stepping up to not only improve our own digital services, systems and websites, but to help the boroughs to do the same, for example, by adopting the local government digital service standard. We've also set up the London Peer Group to build digital capability and share knowledge, best practice tools and services across London. We're developing our third generation of the London Data Store, where we'll make it possible to share city data held both by government and business. We will show how London and the world's startups, how city data can develop innovative business models for public services and many other digital products and services. And I'm shortly launching my digital talent programme, which will train more young Londoners in digital, technology and creative roles. We're doing much more than this and already delivering on all 7 areas of the Government's strategy.
Thank you. There have been reports today around the issue of investment in tech industry and in tech startup. And while London's traditionally held a monopoly on tech investment, or sort of at least it's been the impression, a new report has found that for the first time ever in 2016 there was more venture capital and private equity investment into companies outside the capital, accounting for 68% of all funding. What will you be doing to make sure that we don't lose our position as leader in this area?
So one of the reasons why we took on my trip to New York and Chicago was to take people from the tech sector who were startups, scale-ups, to accelerate, to meet potential venture capitalists in Chicago and New York to invest in these companies. On the trip I'm undertaking next week, we're taking 50 scale-ups, and part of this is, Fiona, to try and get them into joint ventures and meeting venture capitalists and others to scale up. We can never be complacent. I mean, it's great that Apple, Google, Facebook, Amazon, Snapchat come into London. That's because the underlying strengths will still be there. We've got to make sure we're always sprinting to make sure London's at the front. I think we're the capital of Europe so far as tech's concerned. I want to take over New York, catch up with them, take over Silicon Valley too.
Okay, good. And I think we'd be very keen for that to happen. The digital strategy received criticism that Brexit was the elephant in the room in their paper. What resources does London require to prevent us falling behind with regards to digital infrastructure and connectivity compared to other parts of Europe?
I mean, it's really important to recognise that one of the reasons why we're a world leader is our ability to attract talent. That's from the universities. We are the university capital of the world. In the top 40 global universities, 4 of them are in London, top 20, 2 of them in London. But also people who love to come here who are talented. One of the things about those in the tech sector is that they're either freelance or they're self-employed. And so we've got to recognise that when it comes to a flexible immigration policy, it's an issue I raised in answer to a previous question, if the government doesn't allow flexible immigration policy and there's a crude cap that's applied across the nation, it will affect our ability to stay competitive, let alone as a world leader when it comes to tech.
Thank you.